Not only is 2018 the year of Emily Blunt, 2018 is the year of Emily Blunt in bathtub sequences. My name is Tom, and this is my review for Mary Poppins Returns. But before we get into this review today, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things movies. And if you've seen Mary Poppins Returns, let me know in the comments section below what you thought of the film, or are you looking forward to the film? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down below and let me know your thoughts on Mary Poppins Returns. So Mary Poppins Returns takes place a few years after the original. The Banks children are all grown up. We have Ben Whishaw playing Michael Banks, and we have Emily Mortimer playing Jane, and now we have Emily Blunt playing Mary Poppins. Emily Blunt is a sensational Mary Poppins. Just when you thought no one could rival Julie Andrews as this character, here comes Emily Blunt. And I'll tell you something, when they first announced that they were doing a Mary Poppins sequel, I thought it was a stupid idea. I thought, why would you even attempt that? The first one is an absolute classic. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. And I'm one of these people. I don't mind remakes. But when they said they were doing this movie, I thought, nope, bad idea, not going to work. Until they announced Emily Blunt was playing Mary Poppins. And then I got excited. Then I saw the trailers. Then I got even more excited. And I'm very happy with how the movie turned out. Ben Whishaw is a very talented actor. I haven't seen him in many things, I don't think. I certainly know who he is, but he played a great role in this film as a grown-up Michael Banks. You know, he has a few scenes in this movie that are really quite deep and quite emotional, and he almost is probably second best in this film to Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins. And you really also feel for what that character is going through during this movie, and you're able to sympathize with him as well. And he just has an overall great character and story arc in this film, because this film truly really is about Michael Banks. It really is about him. This movie overall really is just one massive nostalgia trip for the first Mary Poppins movie, and in that respect it did do its job. It is a movie that I walked out of feeling like, right, I want to go and watch the original right away. And the film does make you feel very nostalgic for the first one. It has a lot of references and you know, a few callbacks to the original Mary Poppins. Not as many as maybe I would have liked, but there are a few. And there are a few winks at the audience, and I enjoyed those. The musical numbers, the extravagant nature of those, I think were pretty well done. The songs themselves, I feel like were a little underwhelming, but I'll get to that in a second. But as far as the choreography of all the dance musical numbers, I quite enjoyed those. As well as the blending of 2D animation, classical hand-drawn 2D animation with the live action. That made me just more nostalgic for the first Mary Poppins and just for that classical 2D hand-drawn style of animation in general. And that was a really well done in this film as well. But I'm not gonna lie, Mary Poppins Returns is not a perfect movie. I do have my issues with it. I think the issue that's gonna surprise people the most is that I wasn't a fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda in this film. I really wasn't. I understand and I know full well that he is a super talented dude. But in this film, he just felt like he was playing a Bert ripoff or a Bert degenerate. You know, he really didn't feel like his own character. Now, he's not playing Bert. He's playing a character called Jack, and his character had Mary Poppins as his nanny when he was little as well. So he does have the potential to have an interesting character there and sort of be his own character. But I just couldn't help but feel the entire movie he was just trying to be Bert. And I really wasn't a fan of his performance either, as well as the writing for that character. You know, his character is a lamplighter. He goes around, he lights all the street lights, similar to Bert and his chimney sweepers in the first one. You know, they have a musical number like that. And again, it just felt like a bit of a ripoff. It was the only thing in this movie that I thought was really just kind of stolen from the first one. I understand that it is the same property and it's by the same company, so they can't really steal what's already theirs. But that was the bit in this movie that I really just felt like, no, that's just blatant, we're just going to copy that. It felt a little lazy to me in this film. You might not have that issue, and that's perfectly fine, but for me, I wasn't a big fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda's character and his character's story in the film. I was just hoping they would do something to make him a little less like Bert. I mean, he even talks similar to how Bert spoke in the first one. And that to me just felt like he was doing a Dick Van Dyke as Bert impression throughout the entire movie. And this is the other thing that I was surprised to dislike coming out of this film, is I wasn't a fan of the Meryl Streep character in this film. I really wasn't. She has a musical number in this film as well. I just wasn't a fan of it at all. It was the bit in the movie to me that felt the most cringy. I just wasn't a fan of that. For whatever reason, I can't really explain to you why I didn't like it. I just know that I wasn't a fan of it. Now, like I hinted at before, the musical numbers in this movie were fine. You know, they're all good songs. My issue is, and maybe this was me going in with, you know, really high expectations, because I was ridiculously excited for this movie. And for the most part, I'm very happy with how this movie turned out. However, the musical numbers to me were quite underwhelming, and I've seen this criticism also floated around prior to me seeing it. The musical numbers didn't hit me. There was no supercalifragilisticexpialidocious in this film. Doshicaliexpiasticfragicalirupus. I can say it. There was no spoonful of sugar. I don't feel like I'm going to remember most of the songs from this movie. There is one song in this film towards the end of the movie that I actually really, really like. That's probably the one song that I'm going to add to my playlist and listen to on a semi-regular basis. But while all the songs were good, none of them jumped out at me. None of them hit me the way that I would expect songs in a Mary Poppins movie to hit me and impact me. So guys, overall, look, I enjoyed Mary Poppins Returns a great deal. I really did. I do have a couple of issues with it, but overall, I really, really enjoyed Mary Poppins Returns. So once again, if you've seen Mary Poppins Returns, or if you're looking forward to seeing it, whatever your thoughts are on this film, jump down and let me know what you think in the comments section below. My name is Tom. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things movies, and I will see you guys next time.